it is one of the most life-fulfilling. I mean, it's extraordinary because you're really alive.
Yeah.
You know, because your adrenaline's going, you are so tuned in, and that's one of the things about performing that freaks people, I think, is that their adrenaline gets going and their concentration is at a peak. So, like, for instance, last night I was playing, you know, and I was playing the Bach Suite, and it's a wonderful hall. It's in here in Austin. It's really one of the nicest halls I ever played in. And I was really enjoying it because the sound and the guitar was in tune, which, you know, in and of itself, that's a miracle. So the guitar is in tune, and Mr. Bach, my god of music, is giving me the okay, like, keep going. But I can hear this paper rattling off stage, and it turned out the stagehand is a wonderful guy. He was, you know, writing something. Now, normally, if I didn't have a little edge on me and wasn't a little nervous, I probably wouldn't perceive that. But in that moment, everything is heightened. Everything's turned up to 11, really. And that's what happens to people. And yet, so I had to say, you know, you're not going to stop in the middle of the suite and tell the guy, hey, stop writing. I mean, I could have. So, of course, your fingers are whizzing by and you're trying to act musical. And meanwhile, you're thinking, man, this guy's just got to stop. This is just incredible. But again, the point I'm trying to make is that your awareness, and that's part of what people aren't used to, that is this intense concentration. But that's also a wonderful thing to experience it in your life, that you really are that alive.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the composer-performer thing. Have you always composed the whole time that you've played the guitar?
Yes, I have. Oddly enough, where I went to school, there was not even a composition department at SUNY Purchase when I first went there. And there was this incredible division between composer and performer. And somehow, growing up as a rock and roller, it seems so ridiculous to me. So I still just did it, but always felt very insecure, you know, and because I didn't study formally composition. So I thought, well, I must not be any good. I must not have any, you know, right to compose. And so it really got in my head. And as I became a professional guitarist, I just had this incredible insecurity about it. You know, I do, you know, as you know, play a lot of new music, and been very lucky to have people write pieces for me and everything. And I always felt like, geez, you know, I'm not a real composer. And maybe I'm not a real composer. Anyway, so I always have done it, and even though when I was first starting out, there seemed to be such a division, which I'm happy to say is leaving now. But some of my favorite musicians were Anthony Newman, for instance, this extraordinary keyboard who wrote music, and here he was, this great Bach interpreter, and I remember, and of course, Leo Brouwer was a great influence. You know, in the 70s, I studied with Leo, and he was a great influence, you know, when he was playing concerts. You know, I was lucky enough to hear him play several concerts. Well, I said, well, you know, okay, this is what I want to do, and he was very encouraging.